Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Inside the Mind, where we talk about online marketing strategy, what it is, why it's important, and why you should care. First up, a quick announcement. If you want to get all of the episodes of Inside the Mind delivered directly to your email, I've just created a new mailing list that will send you all of the reruns, and you'll get some exclusive goodies like this interview with Gillian Smith.
Thanks for having me.
If you want to sign up, follow the link in the description. This week we're going to talk about standing out using new media formats, which means we're going to destroy all images. In order to delve deeper into my own mind and really get this information laid out for you, I'm going to take you to meet someone kind of special to me. As much as I am the creative side, he is data-oriented. As casually as I try to run my business, he is all about order, and well, he's agreed to talk to us. So let's go meet him. Welcome to the Inner Sanctum. This is where the magic happens. This is a place of learning, mind expansion. Namaste. Now, you have some interesting theories on how the internet works. Before we talk about moving beyond text and images, share with us your thoughts on that. Man could not fathom the vastness of the universe, so he created his own. The internetiverse is really just a representation of the human subconscious, and we have only just begun to scratch the surface on how we can tap into it. Just like the internet has disrupted traditional media, the internet has started to disrupt itself. It is no longer sufficient to just have words on a pre-made theme. Fonts, images, quality, all of these things matter, but it is only just the beginning. Let me say to you two words. YouTube, Pinterest. 60 hours of video per day, plus 4 billion page views, all to the credit of YouTube. Meanwhile, Pinterest is a virtual collection of all the weird things that each of its users likes. And you may be shocked to realize that since its inception in 2010, Pinterest has already become the third largest social network in existence. It is also invite only. Clearly, you are all enjoying the visual stimulation. It is time to seek, however, beyond the obvious, beyond the popular. To gain social equity, you must be keenly aware of your surroundings like a digital ninja. Cue slideshows. Mashable.com uses slideshows on a regular basis. Weeks' worth of imagery can now be viewed in seconds, faster even for those who can click rhythmically. Or consider GIFs, a long-abused and discarded digital art form now enjoying a phoenix-like rebirth in the form of cinemagraphs. These beautiful images are more than a photo, yet not quite a movie. Ms. Jamie Beck and Mr. Kevin Berg are the mad geniuses who introduced these cinemagraphs in 2009, and I believe they are sorely underutilized by the citizens of the internet. Moving. Pictures. Imagine it. Use it. Make it happen. Another way GIFs are being used are in subtle animated calls to action. Buy now, follow me. These terms were once like stickers on a flat wall, unmoving and cold, but now with just the slightest glint, these calls to action are no longer dependent solely on location and color. I suppose you need more motivation. Well, Marketing Sherpa shared a case study in which Lake Champlain Chocolate's Christmas campaign experienced a sales increase of over 49% over the previous year. The only major change was that they used animated GIFs in their emails. I realize you may be intimidated. A new form of digital wizardry. However, instead of constantly fighting for your market's attention, why not add something they haven't seen yet? Try this for yourself. Be bold, be daring, see what happens. Perhaps an animated call to action or a slideshow. Maybe a GIFified social sharing icon or cinemagraphs. Make it your own. Just be sure to remain subtle. There are resources for all of these in the description. Wow, man. It seems like there's a lot of stuff going on out there that people just aren't taking advantage of. Idea. Merely the tip of the iceberg. They say old fashions always come back around. Well, podcasting is making a comeback. Yes, like my favorite green pants or my personal facial hair stylings, their true value is being uncovered once again. It's amazing to me how often I hear people who say, I want to do the online thing, but I'm a terrible writer. Podcasting, in my opinion, is a viable alternative and it has a lot more freedom, and you can connect on so many more levels. The truth of the matter is, audio is a lot more portable than text, and talking to people when it's convenient for them never really goes out of style.
Isn't podcasting kind of expensive?
Do you consider $25 to $50 expensive? Of course, if you're going top of the line, you will pay more, but in the beginning, you can make it work for far less than you may anticipate. I would even consider broadcasting live. Clearly, this won't work for everyone, but it is as simple as setting up a webcam and signing up for a Stickam or a Livestream account. Once, I saw an independent artist do a live stream of a piece he was working on. I was even more surprised that I was only one of 300 other people in the room. Bands have gone so far to live stream their practices, and many businesses are now holding live Q&A events. People have a real need to be connected to each other, and it's increasingly more difficult to keep people captivated by flat text and static images. Technology and broadband saturation has made it possible to go beyond the superficial level. But still, most people are only using text and image formats on the web. Why? So many more things exist. When you break free of the expectations of the typical website, how much more likely are you to become a part of people's Twitternomy? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a cosplay event coming up, and I have some feathers to sew into my headpiece.
New media formats is really where it's at if you're looking to connect with people. And I'm curious, have you tried any of the stuff we've talked about here? If so, what were your results? Please be sure to leave your responses in the comments below or on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Oh yeah, and if you want to be notified when the new episodes come out, you can subscribe by clicking here, or to get the occasional bonus goodie and have each episode delivered to your email, follow the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching.